there is a quote by Lord Chesterfield that states, "When one is learning, one should not think of play, and when one is at play, one should not think of learning." In these two experiences, I have learned that there is a time for work and that there's a time for play. And I've also learned that when you play, when you're supposed to work, that something bad happens, and that when you work, when you're supposed to play, you end up upsetting someone. In the first experience, I was about 9. It was during the flood of 2008, and my grandparents live in the outskirts of Halo, and they were completely flooded. And by the time the water had cleared up, our whole family was helping them out. We were working outside, and I was using a garden hoe, and I was like raking up leaves and like debris and stuff. And we decided to take a break, and I was with my older brother Taylor, and I started twirling the garden hoe, which probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. And my hand slipped, and the garden hoe came in contact with my face, and it hit me on the bridge of my nose right here, and there's still a visible scar, and it's like a lot 3D. You probably can't see it, maybe the people in the front row. And I had to be rushed to the emergency room, but all the roads were closed because of the water, so it took like 2.5 hours to get there, so like I lost a lot of blood. But it wasn't like anything that could injure me farther with that. And I ended up getting 4 stitches, and I had to actually go to camp with that, so my mom had to go to camp after like the 3rd day and remove them, but she wasn't very skilled with it, so it kind of hurt a lot. And then my second experience is when I was actually younger. I was probably about 6, and my mom and my brother Derek were home, and I was home, and we were outside helping Derek with batting, and my mom was soft tossing to him, and I was just kind of standing off to the side, and there were some balls on the ground that he had missed, and I thought it would be a good idea to go retrieve those for him, and so I reached down and got them, and he swung, and he hit me in the face on my cheekbone right here. That one's probably more visible. And then again, I was rushed to the emergency room, and there I got like 7 stitches, and I had to get tape like across my whole face. It went across here, and it came down across my cheekbone, or touched my chin. And the thing that I learned from this is that you shouldn't try to impress people when you could injure yourself or when you could hurt others in some way. And I also learned that you shouldn't help people when you could injure yourself also, but I think it's good to help people, to put yourself out there, but not when you could injure people. And the thing that you can learn from this is that you should never put yourself out there when you could injure yourself, and that you should always remember that there is a time for work and that